You're live.
Okay, well, I don't know. I look over here. I think
How
maybe
can I
there's
tell?
okay. Hello, gather throng. It is I, your friend Jeffrey K. Horcrims. I'm joined by Dabe, who has occasionally been called Dwab. Indeed, you can see that CG has referred to
Already have it.
Now, we have not loaded it up
Only because
for a specific reason, and that's because I want you to see how legit this gentleman is in the realms, specifically the Forgotten Realms of Idle Champions. So take a look at the you've played. That is a lot.
it's fine. I'm sure there's people in chat that like double that.
You read the number?
At that level, yeah. No, it is 1,324 hours.
It's
which
fine. It's there.
It's healthy.
It's a game. It's a video game.
It's
you
healthy.
can play it
It's healthy.
for free.
Exactly, and one can. So I know that, because I think that we were playing, this is a long time ago when we were trying out R6,
Yes.
like after a big patch.
Yes. Right when they added the season 2.
Yeah, well, once it started to
Loud.
once it started to become legit.
See, check that out,
Like it was
chat.
real.
Like they're flex on me. See, I look like a nerd because you made me
Just
show that.
shy of, no, dude, I made you look like a scrub.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Hey,
hold
there's
on,
you.
hold on a second. I know this gentleman.
Yeah. We'll talk about
Let's
that.
see. Want to influence the events of a popular
Good.
D&D show?
It's us.
Jared Dave. Oh, dude, there's a fucking call out for our shit.
We could just recursively keep clicking on that.
Dude, I love this. Yeah, just go back and cycle. Let's see.
See, check this out. I'm so low
Dude,
level.
they're flexing on you. Look at this
Exactly.
here. 14,000. Okay, dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was going to be like, hey, my friend Dave, he's cool and he is always doing cool shit.
I knew though. I've been to that subreddit many times.
All right. Now, but connected to everything else, obviously, is the fact that one can play the C-Team Weekly Challenge, which is themed around destroying a certain type of creature or whatever it might be, and you can help me understand that too.
Yes.
And essentially what it'll do is it'll earn you a vote. So in the C-Team, we do something, we have a few ways of trying to invite viewers into the game proper. One of the main ways we do that is with weekly narrative votes. And these votes have determined huge parts of the game so far.
Yeah, big terms.
Legitimate, like, branches that you wouldn't think I would give to the audience. But that's the type of table I want to run. I want to run a table where the people who are sitting at it have big choices to make, and I want you to have those too.
That's 12,000, by the way, from Death and Viticus. So
Holy
just
shit.
Times 10, not times 2.
It's a lot. But the main thing is I want to invite you in. And at PAX South, I was talking to Codename for a while, and they were talking about...
Good people.
Yeah,
Very good
for
people.
sure. They tend to hang out down there with Scott and them over at Table Titans.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Cool crew. But here's the hook, right? Essentially, we want there to be situations that you can poke and prod and figure out things about the game. And when they were talking to me about, when was Omen going to be a part of the game, because there's a lot of Acquisitions Incorporated characters in Idle Champions already.
Yes. Now there's.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, and it's like eventually, we'll have like Jim, and we'll go.
The goal is to get the whole team.
We'll go hog wild. But Omen as a player didn't seem right. It seemed like Omen might work better as some kind of a force that exists outside.
Yeah.
It's part of his character is to issue tasks.
Sure.
And so it seemed like it might be more fun to have him be sort of, middle management for your gameplay, like looking down at you. And so essentially what happens is that when you defeat these challenges, there's a new type of choice for the game that you can make. We have what's called Cauldron tips. It's about bits. There's different ways you can earn charges for your favorite characters in the show. They can use those charges to do cool stuff in game. This is different. This is actually new. This determines whether or not a Cauldron tip will be good for the party, or if it will be bad for the party. And in fact, playing the game in general fills up the Cauldron itself, like pre-fills it, just as though the channel had dumped a ton of bits into it.
Yeah.
So that's our fantasy. That's what we want to do. But in terms of like how that it gets integrated, there's aspects of that I know because I've played it a little bit, but not like Dabe. But even Dabe, I mean, I understand. I thought that Dabe was a cool person.
I'm garbage tier.
And I've had to reconsider a lot of that.
Like Dan from Street Fighter.
Oh, really?
Compared to these
Pros?
Ryus and
Here.
Kens and
So flex on them.
No, I can't. Hi, Jerry. Welcome to the World of Idol Champions.
No, it feels good. It feels good.
First off, I have had a quest going for a week that I haven't really looked into because I've been trying to hold out to see the weekly challenges.
So when I
do
played,
want to click on this first and
Yeah,
just see
please
what
do.
we've already unlocked.
yeah.
So these are the weekly challenges, which they stay for a total of 2 weeks, but they do affect the actual week that they take place on the C team. But you can still do them for the points.
Yeah.
And then as you get the points, you can turn them in for various things like potions and gold chests. And I believe later on, I believe Dinar's over there with like unlockable skin for Dinar and him and Ashara as well, I believe.
Well, the unlockable skin for Dinar is pretty rad, so
Yeah.
it's probably worth it.
So you got a big old explanation of how to play. I'm not going to necessarily go
So
through that.
Omen's challenge is a
Pretty straightforward.
specific type of challenge, but challenges sort of guide play in general.
Not necessarily.
Really?
I would say that this type of challenge outside of an event, because there's usually events that happen and
Right.
that's how you unlock characters. This event specifically, or this type of challenge specifically, will seem to keep on going. So it'll always be happening. So I think that people will be finding this super useful, and it's just kind of a way to play and get the points for your actual rewards for the day. So
Dude, that's cool as hell.
I think it's very cool.
Pedro, there is ultimately you'd have to ask Alyssa and Codename
Let's roll through here.
as far as like what the next 18 characters are. But, right now we're traveling through the C team and ultimately we'll get some representation from the A cast as well.
Looks like you got a Ashara, like skin, and then I believe there's a Dinar over here somewhere. We got like a Krenar. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. That's,
is it? Hold on. So is this a card?
This is a card that represents gear, and it's purple and shiny. So that means you want it the most.
So you
right?
slot it per character.
Yeah. I'm going to be jumping back and forth because you have a lot of questions, and people in chat already know how to play, but I will gladly explain what's going on.
Please
and
do. So these motherfuckers have been going nuts.
This formation, have not set up anything good for this specific quest line. I'm actually going to bounce out of it in a sec, but I want to go through some stuff with Jerry. You can see our characters here. Let's quickly throw in Dinar so we can take a look at him as our friend right there.
And so we can swap in, even during the middle of a mission, we can swap in friends
Yes.
at any time?
So we have lots of alt characters to go for each slot we have here. You got your boy Kithris over there. I'll reset and we'll start something new so that we can start from the basics. But I did want to just show you that each character has...
Holy shit, like a big ol'...
we got gear slots, and then within that, let's see, where can we see that? I think that's in my library.
Well, see, and I know that all that stuff is going to be right because of our boy, Ryan.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like whenever you open a chest, you have an option to get a item, and then there's 4 items per character in increasing rarity, so you can kind of see this is the,
Oh, so you actually have Percival, which is his real toothbrush at the end.
Purple tier. The menu, it goes from wrinkled to well-designed, decisionist coin, or this is pre-decisionist, right?
Yeah.
Checkerboard.
Oh, dude, that's so crafty. So for the Krenar slot, you sort of go through...
It's an egg, yeah. It starts with just an egg, but it hatches at the purple tier. Same with Kithris, has got some books, got a cape, and the cape does get very awesome.
Oh, nice.
Cloak,
Check out his Hordeperson's bag.
Yep. I have not seen what the legendary looks like. Got velvet.
Of the softest
Bugatti.
Ghost.
Those glyphs.
Oh, and Chris went fucking nuts on that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that Boo flexing out there?
Yes, that is. He's punching some creatures. There we go.
He's fucking them up.
Exactly. So right now you can see that we're actually fighting some beasts here, vultures and giant rats.
Yeah,
so,
dire rats.
We're working on that.
I love it.
This challenge here. We have the Reset Any Adventure, which we'll do in a second. Reach Area 100, which we will hopefully get to.
All right.
You can check that change log, so we can do that one together in a second.
Oh, and they reward you for making sure you keep up with the
Open at least
log.
6 chests, 5 silver chests. So those you can purchase with gems, which is the free currency. It's not keeping me scrolled down. 200 areas with at least 3 buff champions from weekend promo. Okay, so occasionally there's like weekend champions. So if you look on this right side here, right here, these are the currently buffed champions from a little promo. Looks like the Kobold Pack promo currently. And then collect 250 gems from boss loot bags. So every time you kill a little boss, you get like 5, I believe.
Of the currency?
Yes. So yeah, this is the weekend buff. So all of these, if you use these characters, they usually give you a little bonus, like Spurt's abilities buffed by 200%.
So I was doing it totally wrong. Like when I was playing it, I was like cranking my click damage and like going super crazy.
That actually is not a bad idea up front.
Yeah.
So it all depends. All my people have lots of gear that makes them super good. And at this point, they do so much outside of click damage because they're buffed by like various other power-ups that I have, permanent upgrades.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and just reset and start a new quest.
So does this run to a certain point and then conclude, or is that like an open quest you can sort of chew on?
It's open. I was doing a free play right there, which lets me go as far as I possibly can, which gets me a lot of, builds up the, each specific quest line / event line has its own currency of, it's called favor. And all that does is apply your gold find and your damage that you can like spend it to increase permanent upgrades and stuff.
This is what I like well.
You are so into D&D, and I came from a place of nothing. So you recognize all these places and these characters.
I know exactly.
I've had to read not tutorials, but stories on all of the characters.
Right. So the C team, of course, in season 2 and season 3, they were able to earn, in our table campaign, something called a wildcard license.
Okay.
And that enables them to do 2 things. One, they can take jobs from anywhere in the company in any region, but they can also stomp on lesser franchises and take their jobs. So, but they are stationed out of a town called Red Larch. And most of the campaign is taking place on the long road. Red Larch is so small. Red Larch is such a fucking backwater. It's not even on the map.
Is it around here?
Yep. Before they had the wildcard license, their license was to what's called the Desserin Valley, which is this whole region here, sort of like east of the Sword Mountains here.
Yeah.
You can see the tree. Thanks, Clues. You can see the forest right south of the Sword Mountains.
Yep.
That's called the Crypt Garden.
Okay.
And that is basically the last vestiges of Walnut Dawngrass's enclave.
Oh, okay.
Right? So someday, maybe there'll be some Crypt Garden content someday.
Maybe.
Over here...
You can talk to the right people.
Yeah, between Amphail and Tribor, maybe about halfway down, just west of that set of hills. Those are called the Somber Hills there.
Okay.
That's where you can find Red Larch, but it is too small, and it shouldn't be here. Like, in order for the campaign to work correctly, it has to be small potatoes, right? So I'm actually overjoyed that it's not here.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's very cool. So we'll just hop into...
And you want to turn on the music, Dave?
Did I want to? That's a great question.
Could you?
I could. I think I have everything muted.
Oh, that's funky.
We'll just do like a low percentage here. Does that seem all right?
That works.
I like it.
You can crank that up if you decide otherwise. So first things, as soon as we get into a new formation, I like to throw in my familiars because they'll do the clicking for me. You get tired. You get tired.
Familiars. Okay.
And we'll just throw familiar on click damage too, because up front they're pretty useful.
Oh, these are so familiars.
Especially if I don't have a lot of favor and it's like a new quest line. I'm not doing a lot of damage up front. Like right now, as I pick up gold, it's so much gold.
Yeah.
Like I can buy all these people out front. Or recruit. Sorry. Previously, it would take a lot of clicking to like get you to your next tier. So I'm actually going to swap Deacon out for Cthulhu because we got loyalties, right?
Absolutely, that's our boy.
So we're going to throw a familiar to just pump up Cthulhu for a while. These are things that I've purchased with gems and gotten from chests and stuff.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily start with them always, but I do have a few.
But essentially, they are
and they're just auto clickers, right?
Yeah, they are. So it's automation, but that's part of the game.
Yeah, I mean most clickers I'd call this game a bit more than a clicker, but most clickers, you eventually don't do much clicking. They do it all for you.
Right.
So all these quests are just going to give you a really quick quest line up top, which is like, all right, for this, we just need to gather 25 pelts.
Thank you, Rush Dark Shadow. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Jeez.
Thank you, Rush Dark Shadow.
Wow.
We can finally read chat once I get to the explanation.
Yeah. But basically, we have a certain number of slots for familiars.
Yep.
And then, but familiars can also be placed on our,
we have this.
on our dudes.
Familiars can be placed on dudes to upgrade, or on ultimates to just randomly proc. Or, that's kind of the main spot.
So it's like thumbing the scale, basically,
Yeah.
right?
So up front, we're gonna just decimate everything.
Just hose them down.
We have too much power up front because of the amount of favor we have for this. Because if you go through, I can kind of show you here.
Yeah.
Under the blessings tab, what are we? We're on. Which blessing is that? I can't remember by sight. Torms. So you can see as you get more favor, you can spend it for permanent upgrades for that quest line, but also on this tier, this is like for all campaigns.
Oh, Jesus.
So these are your big upgrades that you really want to get.
All right.
This is like many loops.
All right, and so this is the special currency for this.
For this,
this specific chunk.
Quest line, yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
So all of this will give me bonus gold find, which is why I'm getting so much gold up front.
Yeah.
Because I've just sorted this for, playing for quite some time.
Exactly.
And then spent, so everyone's stronger up front too, so we're going to fare really well. And that's what helps us push through to later and further levels in the game.
Right. So do you go back and grind previous content for those tokens so you can get those upgrades? Like you come back to the same mission?
Some quests require you to get pretty far in a level. So up front, just to unlock a character, you got to get to like 50, right? And I think anyone can get to 50. I will explain what's happening there.
Don't worry,
I'm just going to pick what I know is a pretty decent path. That's kind of an upgrade branch path.
Yeah.
You usually get to 50 to unlock somebody. You can potentially push past 50 there, but if you loop it, you'll get that character unlocked. And then you'll have all that like bonus gold find, so that'll help you get more gold later.
Exactly.
And then you can eventually spend the blessing to like put more damage on your team just from a starting level.
Completely.
So you're gonna keep looping stuff, but the thing I love about this game is they keep adding quests to old
zones and
old
stuff.
zones and stuff. So it's like you'll get like 5 new quests all of a sudden. You're like, okay, cool. Well, I know what to do here.
All right. So we've progressed a certain amount, and so now we get to choose a branch.
Yeah. So Cthulhu, if he upgrades to looks like level 150, you get to choose a branching path for him. So he has kind of 2 things that he's really great at. He has this demon that he summons that buffs the weakest person in the party.
Oh, nice.
Which is really great, and I think it's definitely worth.
It's worth doing.
And then the Velvet Touch has his passive kind of target non-adjacent champions versus just adjacent champions, I believe.
Oh, is most of your
furthest away?
Yeah.
I can't remember how.
Is most of your formation building about adjacency?
Yeah, I mean formation is actually the actual game within it is like trying to figure out the best formation that's going to give you the strongest.
There's a little puzzle here, right?
Yeah. And
so on the other level, I'm sorry, I have to.
No, it's all right. There's so much that we can talk about, and then we'll eventually get to where I'm just.
We have time.
Idling and championing.
So, on the other mission that you had running for days, it seemed like you had 2 separate formations.
Yeah.
Is that common, or is that per mission?
So the missions have a set formation grid. So this one's a diamond. So it kind of gives you like a good like hierarchical, like I want my tanks up front buffing my DPS, then my support backing them up and stuff. So that's very cool.
So not always.
Yeah, not always. So the last one we had was a very difficult to manage formation because it was all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, that one is like.
So you had to be crafty.
Yeah, that one I haven't done very great on that as far as figuring it out. These I have a few save formations that have worked well for me in the past.
King Richard, there's going to be streams for hours and hours and hours to come, but we're going to be checking this out until noon.
Yeah, and then at noon, I will be jumping on some scary games with my friends.
You guys are doing Last of Us, right?
Yes. So I don't actually know the way to go between bookkeeping and Velvet, but maybe let's make the Hordes person demon a little stronger. Let's just do that. I don't know best practices. And now you can see that we have Cthulhu on the team.
Yeah.
And this is something you wouldn't normally see. We have these like pink, purple, gold coins, and you notice when I mouse over those, they go straight to him because he is hoarding them and then spending them on that demon. So he actually takes some of them.
Hold on, so he has a custom...
Yeah, exactly. So whenever you have Chris and Party, the pink coins show up. If I were to swap him out, they would disappear. And they all go straight to him.
I see, and so a certain percentage of it gets hoarded.
Yes.
Dude, okay, and that makes me so happy.
They did such a good job for all characters, just like incorporating some of their lore and stuff.
Incorporating, I mean...
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I used an E when I said it, I think, but you can't really tell.
Barovian bandits, man, you got all kinds of fucking problems over here.
So I want to get a little formation set up here. So Evelyn and I can't pronounce her name. Do you know how to pronounce her name?
Nayeli, I think.
Okay, Nayeli. Both of them are very good at like being front of the formation because they buff everyone behind them.
Oh, I see.
Evelyn specifically buffs
But look at
everyone.
The UI is completely
Totally.
like
As soon
that
as you
makes
mouse
sense.
over, you can see like who they're buffing, which is great. She only buffs the next row behind, but I believe it is a very powerful buff. But I believe I'm correct. Evelyn usually out front is the way to go because then that keeps stacking.
Right. So she's recognized like tier list wise. Ms. Marthane knows what's up.
Yeah, Evelyn's pretty respected out there in the game. And then, so third row would be where our DPS is going to sit right now. That's currently Black Viper. Paulton
Black Viper
does some good buffs based on how many people he's next to, I believe.
And he's got his son there.
Yeah, got his son. Calliope buffs the 2 rows in front of her, and then protects them as well. Gives them like a armor buff. And then Cthulhu is right now he buffs the person he's furthest away from. So usually you want to make it so he's buffing your DPS. For the most part, you want like a whole lot of people pumping up one DPS person if you can, potentially 2.
Yeah. Tip of the spear.
Yeah, we got a little boss fight here, but he's not going to last very long because we're pretty stacked here. I could also take this chance to show you Tentacular Spectacular.
Tentacular Spectacular.
Tentacular Spectacular. That one's very difficult for me to say. Acid Vomit, though.
Oh, here it comes.
There we go. And then those are the gems that we got at the end. So we got 10 for that. That's pretty cool.
I see. And so at this point, I mean, is there a decision matrix between upgrading an existing person and then grabbing that other slot?
Yeah, I definitely will just like click through and try to get.
So certain specs.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily need a whole bunch of. I can't. There we go. So we got 2 more slots, it looks like. So I'm gonna add. All right, Birdsong. What's her name?
It seems like you're making some fucking money.
Yeah, we're stacking it is the thing.
And mats. Oh, I see.
Yep. So the mats are for the event, which are they do events pretty often, I'd say monthly. That gives you a new character that you can put in your formation, which is great. So just by doing their mission one time, you unlock
a new champ, and then a specific idol champion.
Yes.
Is going to have rules like Cthulhu's, where he's doing the buff to the farthest away person.
Yeah.
So basically,
they all have.
It's sort of like their puzzle piece, like the shape of their piece.
And then Spirit is the current active event.
Yeah.
So this is Chris Perkins' character in Critical Role, I believe. And so I have like.
Well, he has many.
The closest thing we've had to missions like Omens before this was our, what we're looking at here, which is complete certain adventures. Gets level 225 on one of these free play events, which apparently I got really close at 206 and didn't go. But
yeah.
It ends in an hour. Well, it looks like I'm not going to make that one this time. That's fine. And then Spirit's ultimate attack sacrifices himself, and I haven't really had him in my formation lately.
Interesting. Oh, okay. And so Spirit might do that, and then you might buy another character and put them in?
Yeah, so Spirit is in the same slot as... So we'll just see. You can see immediately my DPS just drop down pretty hard, but he's also low level. So let's just see what happens. Just flat.
Crank him.
I actually don't know his
Tosses
specialization.
helpful centipedes? Is that helpful?
So this looks like it buffs the things.
2 slots away?
2 slots away.
There we go.
This is pretty tight formation. This one does pack tactics by 100%. So pack tactics would be just a flat buff to everyone.
Right.
Centipult is the first thing I read in chat. So there we go.
Oh, he dies temporarily? Okay.
All right, so we got chat already arguing which is the better spec to pick. The red gems, Black Viper takes and they are permanent buff to her damage if I enter that spec. There's a lot, man.
Dude, okay, so this is
There's
way,
a lot
way
per
more.
person, but when you start out the game, you only have one person per
fixed,
slot.
yeah.
And as you're playing, you're just getting more and more. And if you come to packs and grab, one of those cards, you can grab a Dinar and a Cathris.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows what might happen in the future?
Yeah.
We hope.
Well, I mean, knowing the rest, so Rosie, Dinar, and Cathris are there.
Yes.
I mean, the next PAX, is later this year.
Yep.
It's going to be around the beginning of school.
Yep.
And there is another member of the C team, outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is she an outstanding member of the C team, a vital employee.
So hold on. I'm told I should do Spurt's ultimate attack, which will kill him, and then watch the DPS spike. So we're going to look at the number up top.
Yeah, on the sword.
Let's see, so it's right here. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, I haven't seen this animation yet.
Oh, shit.
So he just got squashed. He's a ghost, and then we hopped up to the next exponential.
Yeah.
So that seems pretty fine to me.
So these numbers are fucked. Like the numbers we're talking about right now.
I started originally playing with the not using scientific notation, so I can actually disable that really quick.
Oh, really? Okay.
And we're looking at
It's not legible.
we're looking at letters that I don't understand all the way. So right now, what is U? Can someone tell me in chat what capital U is? Is it untwillion or something? Like that's what it is. So it starts at billion, trillion. Quadrillion,
so but
then
scientific notation is the
septillion.
only
Yeah. That's the only way that you
the
can
only
actually do
truly legible way to do it.
Yeah, it gets undecillion. Oofa.
It's real. Okay, Saucefire says it's unlimited.
Yeah, I mean, it should be, right?
It's close. It's damn near.
The only thing I know about numbers is they go on forever.
Yeah, it's like this has a number in the front, and there's another number in the back, and we kind of get it.
So now we're at the point where we have a full formation, and we're going to get some new characters to slot in. However, we're going to have to decide who to replace and where and why.
Oh, but do they come in at their lowest level?
They will, if you recruit them, they'll be level 1, and then you're going to be pumping them up.
Well, but it's so cheap to
There's usually
upgrade.
a time where it's like, this person doesn't contribute as much as the others, so they'll slap out. This next person is Tyrell, I believe. Want to be correct on the name? Yeah, Tyrell. Druid, he's super good. He does a lot of good buffs. He can tank for you. He's like a really good party member to have. So if I don't know exactly who he should replace, I'm mostly just gonna drop him in a slot and see how it affects our total number, and then maybe undo that, move some stuff around, and do the same thing. So that's kind of the fun part of finding formations is when you know what everyone does, you can kind of have a good example. Like I will never really move Evelyn from the front line.
Oh no!
Like
Look at all the green lines.
Similarly, Dinar does a lot of buffing the characters behind him, so he wants to be up there too. You also have to do some amount of health. So right now, my main DPS is going to be Black Viper. So when I get to the Warden here, I think I might swap Warden out, because Warden is a bit better DPS, I believe. We'll see. I actually don't even have a whole bunch of Warden items, but he's still pretty good. But let's try to swap Tyrell in and see where he sits. So it's not better than Spurt currently, but that might just because he's there.
I think Idle Champs is on PS4.
Yes, Idle Champs is on console for free. So I think it's Xbox and PS4. It's not in Europe yet, I think, but at least in the US.
Yeah, it's on damn near everything. So if you go to weekly challenges now, I mean, how many beasts have you rocked?
Let's look at it.
Since we started.
We reset once.
Hundreds more beasts.
Yep. So we reset once. Omens, we're murdering beasts right now. We're punching bats, so that's great. So we'll eventually get there.
And you get
Area
that,
100, we'll get there this time.
you get that tender wing.
Yeah, exactly. So many succulent wings. Change log, which we can do in shortly.
It's easy.
It's down there. 6 chests, so we have some chests to open.
So do the chests get earned as you play, and then you actively open them?
Yes, so that's like just a loot box kind of scenario for opening chests, but you do get a bunch.
Oh, okay, this is baller. Okay,
then
so
you buy them.
so we're earning these points here.
Yes.
And then we use those in a kind of economy
Yeah.
to purchase from the list.
Yes. So this is the new system that I haven't even seen yet. So yeah, this is pretty awesome, right? And then we have another spot to watch us currently.
It do end then.
Complete 200 areas with at least 3 buff champions from a weekend promo. So that means I have to have Deacon, Spurt, and Ishii or Arkham in my formation. I think over 200 or when I crest 200. We'll find out what that actually is
Right.
if we get close. I'll do a quick swap.
So after this many purple coins, like is there a way for us to look at Cthulhu and see like how whacked out his demon is at this point?
I don't know if we can look at how much his demon is buffing. So we can kind of see what we've applied to him here. And we can see the formation buffs that are currently outgoing and incoming, which is great. So you see who's like giving him
Yes.
some effects. And then you can see who his demon is on when it's summoned. So that kind of gives you an idea on who.
Oh, okay. So that shadow demon.
That shadow demon will stick to the person who is.
Okay, I've seen it. I've actually seen it out, and so its power is based on the wealth.
Well, it only gets summoned when there's wealth. I don't think that necessarily buffs it more. I think right now it's more efficient. So I'm actually getting. I chose the path that made it a little bit cheaper to do that.
I see.
You need at least 3 of the heroes and have done 200 levels with them. Oh wow! So does that? Okay, I understand now. So it's 200 total. It's not necessarily hitting 200. Awesome. Thank you, chat.
Get to level 50. Do that 4 times.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I understand. Thank you, lighthearted old gamer. So the shadow demon goes to the lowest DPS member.
Lowest DPS. So right now that is Calliope. But Calliope is such a good, support champion. For
She's
buffing.
singing like crazy.
Yeah, so you can. She buffs the 2 rows in front of her, I believe, and then she.
Yeah.
No, she protects the 2 rows in front of her, and I think all of those in front of her do more damage. I'm not positive there.
Okay, that's really cool because that demon that's another cool like sort of callback inside joke from the campaign.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the reference there?
So that demon actually has a specific name, which is Grave of Men.
Wow.
And so he has the ability to basically summon a demon, but virtually every time he summons this demon, they tend to solve whatever problem they summon the demon to handle. Mm-hmm. So he's been summoned a couple times, and he's never really done anything of note.
That's great.
But he is a spooky boy. That's the main thing you have to know about Grave of Men. Not Greg Omen.
Greg Omen.
Grave of Men. That's Greg Omen is not as good.
All right, so Tyrell's just sitting here. Moonbeam's very good.
Well, Moonbeam is sick.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Walnut goes nuts on Moonbeam.
Okay, yeah. Druid shit, you know?
Well, yeah. Basically, it's a super high damage weapon that every time your turn comes back around, you can move it. So once you cast it, it hangs around.
So it just sticks in an area.
Yeah, well, but you can move the area that it is in.
All right, so let's see if Tyrell's not doing better than Birdsong. I don't know who you should slot in for, honestly. I guess Vlanya. Does that seem right? How do you pronounce?
Which one? Let's see.
Vlanya?
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 That would be my guess.
All right. There's a lot of hard names to pronounce in this, and I apologize, chat.
Well, and everybody's only read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's like your problem with Blastoise versus Blastoise.
No, it's a classic scenario, and obviously, it's one of my other failings. Oh, pronounced Vlanya is Satine.
Saltine?
No, that's totally different. Saltine is a Cracker.
All right, so
and
this-
Satina's a woman.
This is my spec for Black Viper, and I'm going to go collector because I do have a bunch of gems, red gems.
Yeah.
And then you get a bonus per gem, which is pretty great.
Ooh, that's a cool
Say
scale.
what my total gems are. I feel like
Jewel thief.
protection's the way to go. Protector. Chat, is there a way to check gem count currently? I know in the event you could, but I'm not really positive right now. Oh yeah, and Arkin, top DPS for sure. So I'm gonna grab Warden and see if he currently is stronger than Black Viper. I'm not sure if he is because Black Viper is pretty stacked right now in gear.
First item in upgrade tab.
First item in upgrade tab. Which tab? Upgrade tab. Here, and then here.
Gems collected this adventure.
340. Does that reset? Because I had a lot.
I feel like I have more
I
gems.
feel like I had a lot more gems than 340. Okay. So I was like in the thousands for a while.
And it was good times.
It was a great time. So we're going to see if Warden is better than Black Viper currently, and it is not true. But that's okay. That will probably change in a little bit.
Yeah, per adventure, look under it. has the total.
Adventure. Okay. That's cool.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, but on the adventure you'd had running for 5 days, I bet she was fucking
Yeah, definitely.
cutting people in half.
Okay, they reset it a week after she came out. It was a glitch. Okay, because I had a lot. And then, I was kind of relying on that for a little bit.
So you've had this dutiful familiar out here just clicking like nuts.
This is my mage hand, which is very good representation of it, which is
That's
great.
kick-ass,
He doesn't need to
dude.
be clicking anymore. He's not doing anything. Let's put him back on Calliope, who hasn't gotten buffed for a bit. My click damage right now, I'm sure, is a lot, but compared to the damage that they're putting out, it's pointless for me to be doing that.
Well, yeah.
I could make an army of clickers and take it out, so it's just like Dinar and Cthulhu hanging out, which is cool. We do some Chuckle Chum streams.
Yeah,
occasionally.
exactly. The digital version.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bat.
Yeah, so up front, we're going to be just decimating these creatures as we're pretty buffed for the level we're on. I will wait till a Codenames person in chat suggests that I speed up the action until I do. But I do. There are potions that let everything kind of tick a lot quicker.
Oh, wild.
But it's so hard to explain things when they're flying by that quick. So we're not going to worry about it quite yet, but maybe at the hour point.
So Funk Police wants to know: is this a game that you set up and then let it run in the background? It seemed like your mission had been going for a while.
Yeah, I play this game while I play other games. Like when I was playing Apex Legends every day, this was as soon as I
It's like a Bitcoin miner.
I got home, turn it on, let it run, upgrade my stuff.
Yeah, once you have your formation.
Yeah, set up my formation, let it go. Alt tab occasionally, do some upgrades if people need it, move some stuff around, and then you're trying to get to your wall for that mission. So you're just trying to get to the highest point you can, and as you're getting money there, you're getting the most money. So you are
At that edge.
yeah at the edge. So you can see right here if I reset, I get that much favor, but that's a less than 1% increase from my total favor. So I really just want this to go to the end, and then maybe that'll say 50% increase or 100% increase.
Right.
And
then you cash out essentially.
yeah, you cash out, you start over again, and that whole process will take you a few hours potentially to get to the end, depending on how stacked all your friends are and how new the mission is. Because if it's like a new quest line, you're not going to get nearly as far. You'll get to like 70 if you're on the mission. But some games don't work with this in the background, such as Killing Floor 2. I did not know about that. That's really wild.
But that's okay. Like playing it that way, that's sort of that's the expectation. It's not weird to have it do that.
If you have more than 6 on click damage, you'll do the distractions. So as you can see, as I'm just hanging out, occasionally a beast will fly by.
A bat or something.
Something like that. If you click on that, get gold. Some background menu stuff is actually interactable. This map looks to be not moving. We're not like marching forward, so I might not have it actively going. But yeah, those are like another reason to stay active, especially if this is kind of like the only thing you're playing, which is totally fine too. I play it alone all the time. And just kind of like sit back, talk for a while, go back and upgrade. So I got this bat. But apparently, if you throw a whole bunch of your familiars on click damage out front, then they'll auto grab those, which is cool.
Smooth. Jay Lady says that they leave it running all the time.
Oh yeah.
But it's like,
and it will you will earn gold offline, but you won't progress. So it's like I can set everyone up, and then if I turn it off, they'll stay at level 47.
Oh, they'll grind, and then...
Yeah, but they'll get as much gold per minute as they normally would. Do we have a code, Josh?
I do not.
We don't have a code.
No. They have someone that's supposed to be coming in and
right.
possibly doing that.
There will be a code.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I want to give chat codes because I know people tune in, grab those codes, and it helps them out.
What kinds of stuff? If a code would be for a character or for
codes
goodies?
are usually for a golden chest.
Oh, chest.
Or
so good drops.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and open a chest. I got a few, and they were kind enough to send me some because I wasn't allowed to play for a week. Wow.
You have some chests.
I have a few chests. So we're just going to open a gold one at a time. Kind of see we have a similar
Thank you, Melvin.
situation.
Okay. I've seen this. I've seen this framework.
This format before, yeah. Contract, which instantly gives you 30 minutes of gold as soon as you use it.
Oh, because it's about rate.
Yeah.
It's sort of about, it's like pressure or something, right?
Then we got some items, but because I have a lot of items for people, I'm going to get a few duplicates. But every time
so
you get a duplicate,
upgrades the fucking
it
item?
feeds it to
Okay.
that. So it does upgrade, which is nice. So you
do
never
like that.
have any wasted items, which is great.
Oh, codes are out there.
Codes are out there.
Thank you so much.
Josh, do you want to throw that code somewhere on the overlay, just like floating over?
Oh, so people can always see it?
Yeah. I think, really quick, let me close out. I think if you float the code right here, this is kind of an area where not much happens. And I think people have come to expect codes there. But I'll go back to some chests, we'll open another one.
All right, and so we needed to open 5 anyway for the
Yeah, I think
Omen
we have
quest.
6 we need to open, 5 or 6.
And Calrissian. Welcome aboard. Smooth leather vest. And so items that you get in the game are attached to specific characters.
Yes, except for potions, which this one does, increases damage of all champions by 300% for 15 minutes. So I do have some temporary buffs that I can get to help me get past, like, if I really need to get to level 200, I'm at 180 or whatever, I might be able to buff.
To push.
With some juice, right? And then I can get to there and then unlock that, and then I'll have a lot more favor to play around with.
Yeah.
So let's see if there's anything else. Oh wow, we got 2 of the same robe slot. Got some sticky slippers.
That blue heat.
And then these are specific champion chests. So this is for Spirit. So the only items in here will be for him.
Oh,
So this helps
character
me.
specific.
So you get those by playing after you unlock that character.
Yeah.
In a weekly, or the events usually last like 2 weeks, 14 days or so.
Yeah.
Every time you play their mission after that, you get a chest for them, gold or silver, and then you get items just for them. So it really helps you gear up specifically that character, because it's harder to find gear for them later on. That is a big old text, Josh.
Yeah, enjoy that code. Savor that code.
You can maybe drop it down a little bit. Like
Swingy.
50% that.
This weird stick with a scorpion on there.
Make the logo bigger. Hey, there we go, that looks fine.
That's so pro.
Oh yeah, can you throw it up here?
Oh, wait. This is our actual PC.
Yeah, this is where we'll be.
Yeah. But over there is what they can see.
Yeah, I'm saying it should
Oh,
be
you
up
mean
in
even higher?
in this dead zone here, I think.
I gotcha.
Just because this will have a bunch of numbers and it might be hard to read as I'm clicking on it.
Yeah.
All right, so a lot of things have happened. Okay, so
triple specialization.
Birdsong's really interesting, yeah, because Birdsong has a very interesting path of buffing good, neutral, or evil champions. So each champion in this has their affiliation listed.
Really?
And so it'll be important for us to note.
So it's another polarity. It's something else to balance with?
Exactly. So like we have alignment shown for everyone. We do have a lot of good and neutral champs here. However, our main DPS is going to be Arkan, who is evil. And since I want to buff my main DPS final,
You might bird to the bird song?
I think I'm going to go evil on this bird song, which is pretty all right, I think.
Well, we should be able to see the benefits.
Yes. So once he's unlocked, but let me see if Warden is quite strong enough yet to replace Black Viper. Nope, not yet. We'll get there. It's a big, strong skeleton man. If he had a little bit more gear, he might do that, but comparatively. Like we got blues, purples, and like shiny
these
and all
motherfuckers
this.
are tooled.
And Warden was one of the first champs that was there when I was playing. So I don't have that much gear for him because I didn't quite know how to play yet. I didn't know quite the loop. So, and then eventually I'll hit some sticky points where you will need to use ultimate abilities. I can show you Evelyn's here. She rushes forward on her horse.
On Swift Wind.
Exactly.
On She-Ra.
And then hangs out and attacks from there for a while. Just kind of a big heavy hit. You saw Tentacular.
Oh,
you saw
yeah.
some Puke. You saw
For sure. And
Spirits
so that's our list.
Yeah.
Is that basically per character?
Yeah. Once they get to a certain level, they're all unlocked.
Do those cost
Big old
gold?
Sunbeam. They don't cost gold. They all have cooldowns, and they don't necessarily even have like mana per se. They just cost the cooldown. And a lot of times when you're up against a really tough boss, and there are certain challenges, and that's where the game really opens up. Is so you're not doing free play. There's like, all right, well, these 2 slots are taken up by people that do nothing. So you kind of have to. They mess with your formations. So
Yeah,
you kinda
exactly.
have to, like, customize based on that.
And that.
Or there might be you can't damage creatures until they are attacking you. Like if they have to be up on your shit. So
Nice.
It's like,
So it gets gamey.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
So each mission of a storyline does seem to have something like some big hook like that does change things around a lot.
twist.
Which is another fun part about playing the game is seeing the bullshit they make you do. Which is
Yeah. So
bullshit in a good way.
Yeah. These are beasts.
Birdsong is best in the center, so let's try that one. Yeah, that definitely helps out.
Oh yeah, look at that
So,
spread.
yeah. So this is where we get is like, all right, now we have everyone's buffs are active. I actually don't even know where to place Spirit. Chat. How am I placing Spirit? Does he go kind of front, back?
So should we side to side?
better.
So
Yeah.
should we? So since we have these spurt chests,
Yeah,
I mean, shouldn't we like crack all the spurt chests?
Spirit at the front line next to DPS. So currently, highest DPS is this row. It's Birdsong. Nope, not.
Saucefire, that's not a real suggestion.
What was the suggestion?
Remove all of your teammates and just have spurt. That's not. I read on the boards that that's not optimal.
I mean, it could happen. I just don't know. I don't know what would happen, but it could work.
And they're saying roll spurts cooldown. But I mean, it seems like if we have these pimp spurt chests,
Yeah, we should
we
open
could
it.
probably just like flip him like with crazy. So is the final piece of gear for each slot gold?
Now I'm hearing put Spirit in the back and just slam his ultimate nonstop. Now this will change a bit because Cthulhu really needs to be far away.
Far away.
Ooh, actually, this buffs a lot more characters because he's equally
He's
far away from
He's
that.
equally far away from the entire
Exactly.
top row.
So it's worth having him there, maybe.
Yeah, that's superior.
I'm not sure. Man, I haven't really thought this one out all the way. Try
Yeah.
putting Tyrell in the back. Yeah, I know Tyrell does good in the back, but Paulton usually not up that far. But it seems to be working out because now we're in the 50 and we were at like 47 before
Yeah.
we were moving stuff around. So you can see that formation is super important.
But you can
And,
also
like,
but
that's
you
why
can
you
get the
kinda
data
wanna-
fast.
Yeah, you do get the data fast. You see it, but everyone has a different specialization that can kind of change their buff. So this is where I like get a little overwhelmed and go on the subreddit and kind of see what's
Get some
working
help.
for people and like run that for a little bit. And I actually recommend everyone start off doing that. Just like they usually will have like this will be your best formation for this exact arrangement. And
Yeah.
these are the specializations you should do. And I like that kind of, even though that's like not finding it out yourself, it's kind of like looking up dream builds when you're playing Diablo 3. Like, oh, I want to
Definitely.
get to be a shield paladin or whatever.
But you can have, it's about efficiency ultimately.
Yeah.
It's like Path of Exile. If you don't build from
my
level
God.
1
Oh my God.
correctly,
Yeah.
you're fucked. You just wasted
you
all
do
your
get
time.
to reset. And even in a single run, if you were to pick a specialty wrongfully or like, oh shit, this one actually would be better, there are potions that help you reset that. I don't even know what they look like because I rarely use them.
Succulent.
Yeah, so this will let you repick a specialization, which is good.
Oh, dope. So you can test.
Yeah. And then I have a lot of contracts that are worth gold, so if I just want
Oh shit.
2 hours worth of gold, boom, it's mine.
It just falls on the screen.
Yeah, and then I scoop it up. Spy Network's better for her. Actually, she's not even in the formation anymore, so that's a pointless clicker. I'm just trying to get... Well, now that we've Arkin, he's
trying to get these coins.
very good. He's a very strong boy.
And talented. Think about that dexterity. Think about a cat's dexterity on a loot.
Yeah, definitely.
That's gross.
Question, is there a C team on Wednesday?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We're starting Arc 2 of Season 3.
Are werewolves beasts? Let's find out.
Yeah. It's a great question.
Wolves are beasts. Werewolves? I didn't see for sure if it clicked. I think they'd be human.
No.
Okay, good. Good.
They are no beasts.
They're beastly, but they're not necessarily
Yeah, exactly.
beasts. View in-game changelog. I think we're going to get all of these going right now. Maybe not this one quite yet, but let's check out that changelog. Fire off that one.
Korak, thank you for the tip about the rarity.
What was that?
It's just
out loud to me.
Basically that it goes up to
Challenge
purple.
complete.
It goes up to purple, but then they can be polished or...
Yes, definitely. You find a lot of shiny things out there if you
Does polish is polish for your own personal benefit, or is...
So if you look here, you can kind of see if there's this white square within the slot. That means I think it's shiny or polished. I'm not quite sure what we're looking at here. But it is an additional rarity that applies to an item. So,
but it's superior?
Yes, if we go to collections, we can kind of take a closer look. So we were just looking at Black Viper.
What is
very far away? These are all my characters.
Yeah. So what is? Does Binwin have any cool twists?
I don't actively use Binwin only because, unfortunately, he needs a buff right now.
Oh, really?
We could bring him out. You could take
He's
a look
not here.
at him.
I'm just curious, what his flex is in a party.
Yeah, I actually I ran him like twice when I was just kind of unlocking and checking
Back in the
out.
day?
Yeah. So I don't actually know. Chat would have more about Binwin. You can see Saucefire is already pretty sad. Armor Breaker. So that's cool.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's the gold bar?
So occasionally you'll get a shiny item that kind of applies over top of an item, and I think it just permanently buffs pretty wild on when it applies to an item. I wonder if there is a way to get full shiny items. I'm not quite sure. It looks like I have at least 3 here.
Now, Anonmoth, is Omen going to appear as a playable character? Right now, the conversation that I had with them at PAX South has led to the weekly challenge system that you can see up there at the top.
Shiny is plus 50, and then legendary is event only.
Oh, cool. Okay. But basically, right now, Omen is going to exist in a quest-giving capacity.
Yep.
But, time is long. It's entirely possible that we might determine that, an even more fun way we'd have him flex out there in formation.
Sure.
I can definitely see some cool synergy stuff, because it wouldn't be too long. We get 4 of them there. You could fill an entire formation with Acquisitions Incorporated characters.
That's the dream, is to get there.
Yeah, if Omen was out there, Omen would probably be the coolest one to put in at the end.
Yeah.
Once we have a full formation of employees and interns, then drop him at the end for the coup de grace.
Yeah. So King Richard asked if weekly challenges will you be locked out next week? I believe the challenges will run for 2 weeks each. I believe they are set for 14-day cycle. So you should be able to, even after the week's challenges are finished, go back and still get the points. And then each time you complete Omen's challenge, you do get to vote on the C-Team poll.
It's true. You get to determine if good things or bad things
Omen's
happen.
challenge is the Beast challenge, so that we'll pop that shortly, and then we'll cast our vote. I will cast a vote. I won't let you do it because you potentially have ideas.
Yeah.
That rock wiggled, I swear. And we don't want Jerry to accidentally give spoilers because he's excited.
Well, yeah, that's huge. That's my problem.
So let me throw this big old dragon here.
Helps
a lot.
Lighthearted Old Gamer, thank you so much.
So Black Viper has now become Arkin, this big Dragonborn Paladin. He's a very angry, tanky man. But he has a ton of DPS, and I like running him as my main DPS. Often, he does a very cool specialization and path, which I'll handle once we get there.
I love his hilarious mouth.
Yeah,
See, that's how you know he's evil. Look at that craw. Look at those chompers.
Yeah. Let's see. And you know what? Maybe if your mouth's open means you're evil. Because like we got a bunch of good characters there with their mouth closed.
Hello Primordia says that Omen should give gold fine to other champions, but it's like, does that really sound like Omen?
That doesn't sound like Omen. Omen should take gold fine from champions. Look at us punch this skeleton man to death. I'll use use Paul's ultimate.
No!
Big ol' wave.
No, not like this.
5p. Do a light beam from Tyrell. Yes, exactly.
So you don't fuck with a skeleton. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Where was I going? I lost it. It's fine. Only 36 days to the AI book release.
Oh God, you're right. It's so close. I can't wait to see that proof. So yeah, Omen is so priest type classes, support type classes. Like, what do they mean in this context? I mean, do people take damage in the classic sense?
Yeah. So you can see right now. This is you haven't seen quite yet because we haven't reached the end. We haven't reached a tough point, and we might have to just like
we've been on the click grind, right?
We might have to turn up the speed just so we can get there. But eventually they'll start mashing. They will start potentially defeating my champions, which will die until I reset or complete that screen. So there's a lot of times where you're in a boss fight and it gets down to like one last one, but you just make it through. And that's where like the ultimate abilities come into play as well.
Indeed. Midlineal, thank you so much.
And then you can see Tyrell's actually healing these two right here. But
there we go.
And a big, it's always arguing what champs you should bring. And sometimes if they were friends in real life, you pick them. But you can see that I had Celeste over Dinar up front. Hopefully Ryan's not watching, but Celeste's pretty good. She does a lot of good positive buffs and heals. It's great.
Well, and she also does a lot of charity work, orphanages, things like that.
Exactly.
There's a moral dimension to all this.
Yeah. I'm a way better person for picking Celeste over Dinar. But Dinar is pretty good too, so I can't hit on him there.
Kika, it's all good. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. Parsansi, it's true. At only 9 months, that does constitute a bebe here on the channel. But
so really quick,
nothing but love.
There is that little challenge which I'm going to try to do, and this is something I want to try to do unless the challenge is there.
Yeah.
Which was if I have 3 buff champions for the week promo, which I do have 2 out of 3 because I have Arkin here and I have Spurt in here. So I'm just going to swap out Deacon for Cathris. So sorry, my friend. This is probably actually bad for my total situation because Cathris is pretty good buffs to a lot of the characters on screen.
Yeah.
But Deacon, as a level 1 character, can level up pretty high because you're leveling up the whole time.
Yeah.
So he actually has a bunch of DPS, and I think he pushed us over to the next section.
Tier there.
I'm actually okay with that. But I'm mostly just trying to do it to complete the challenge. And that's what I like about you can already see, because we have those 3 characters, we already got the level ticking. So I'd like to try to complete all those.
So is now the time to drink the speed potion?
It might be time to...
And then just watch what happens?
Yeah, exactly. It might be time to get there. And I think that on this formation, I can at least get to like mid 250-ish area, maybe more, depending on who else is there.
Yeah, so there's people who want to know, like these are like the lore nerds. They want to know if there's any Harper aligned characters. Is there a party affiliation for characters?
There is a party affiliation, which you can see.
Oh, that is so great. It's actually listed, and then you mouse over it and it says what characters?
Yeah, so I think we could actually, is Rosie under... Yeah, we could swap in Rosie if we just want to kind of hang out with that grandma for a little bit. It's going to take us down a bit because Tyra's buffs are so good.
But does the team affiliation...
there are certain characters that will... I think CT members are buffed by more CT members. So if you bring out the whole...
Oh, man, so when that sweet nut gets delivered, we're going to know, because we're going to know some shit.
Yeah, so Rosie can deflect attacks, which is super cool, like putting her in the front, and if you watch a bow just go... She throws it back, and it can actually damage and destroy the other.
Oh,
things.
dude, that is awesome.
And then Rosie damage is increased by having champions in the formation who are younger than she is. So now age comes into play, so she's 110.
Dude, that is fun as hell.
Birdsong's 26, so we're getting a buff from there.
Dude, that is so
Evelyn's
fucking
22,
cool.
But like, I think
She's like doing that grandma thing.
yeah, exactly. But there
She's
are
that
people
mentor?
that are pretty old.
Oh, there would be.
I don't know who's actually older. So Rosie might be actually getting buffs from everyone. Dinar's 19, which is great. I don't know how old Spurt is. 0. So Freshie. Oh, well, that's because he dies and gets reborn.
Yeah.
That's good. I appreciate that.
That's funny.
Cthulhu's
Oh,
old.
Cthulhu is super old.
Yeah. But we took a decently heavy DPS hit. I'll actually swap Taro back in later when it matters more, when we're struggling a little bit. We'll keep Rosie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spurt is 11 days old according to Perkins.
I appreciate that. Spurt in lore only lives to be 11 days old. Gotcha. Hey chat, how's my formation looking right now? I know that we could swap in some stuff, but with characters we currently have, where do you think Rosie belongs? I don't know where she buffs people the best. Some of her effects. Each champion younger, deflect missiles, busy bee stinger. So yeah, she attacks more, with each team member in formation.
I love it.
So current bonuses.
Rosie gets a buff by having female members younger than her
Adjacent? Or just present?
present.
Okay.
And she buffs herself, but also, most of the members of the C team, all the current ones are male.
Oh, Rosie's considered DPS, so I think I might have a little too much DPS right now if we have Arkham, which is okay. We'll, like I said, we'll keep that going and we'll swap it into a tighter formation once we need to push through.
Yeah, dude, that Arkan brings that axe down.
Yeah, he hurts people. Birdsong has kind of a leap to a whole bunch of people. He has a really interesting upgrade, which we can talk about when he gets there.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it before, but it's pretty cool. I actually want to talk to chat about it because it's important for me to fully understand how it works so that I can play better. Looks like when you kill a zombie here, they turn into a little hand, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Is Dritz worth getting as a group member? I know he's in game and I rarely ever see him. I think he also is under the camp of needs a buff.
Arkan's axe base attack is AoE? Shit.
Yeah, so there's a built-in in Grama. Grama's actually decent too for a front line.
That's Deacon up on the top, I think.
Yes, Deacon up top. And I saw people ask in chat that are new to the game.
Yeah.
If you continue playing, you will find opportunities to go back and unlock other characters through the events. So each time an event's on, you can actually do the first year character as well if you didn't have them unlocked. So you can potentially get 2 characters per event. And then there are these things called time gates, you collect these little pieces, and occasionally time gates will open, and they let you unlock certain characters. But it's like a time release thing. So it says in 4 days we'll have some new gates, or 5 days apparently.
Oh, so you can grab certain champs from certain eras?
Exactly.
Nice.
But only if you have that the proper amount of gate tokens to get there. So it's not that hard to unlock. And there are codes, and there are Omen's challenges will unlock a few people for you as well.
Yeah. So Mage Bear, I can't even imagine what it would be like to watch this stream and not be able to click on it. I can't even imagine the madness it must inspire.
Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like a lot of people that are hardcore into the game that have 5,000, 10,000 hours are mad at my formation, and I understand that.
But they're also dishing up. But they're dishing up the.
But
help too.
I need the knowledge. And let Jerry click.
Saucefire, listen, Saucefire, I would like to click, but the truth is that these motherfuckers...
They just get murdered. There you go.
Fuck you, bat.
See if
also you, rat.
See if anyone further along in a formation needs an upgrade.
Needs that love?
Not yet.
Nope, not yet.
We're not that rich.
Gotcha.
I need to open one more chest for weekly challenges.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Is it really
No,
just one?
Fedley,
I thought it was...
Dude, Fedley, for real.
All right, one more.
Earlier in this...
And then I'll buy some silver chests.
Yeah. Earlier in this very stream, it was revealed that there are people with, over 10,000 hours.
In chat, 12, I think.
Yeah, 14 in one case.
So we need to buy 6 chests
And we earned these
in silver.
green gems.
Yeah, these green
during
gems
play.
are just like every time you kill a boss, you get like 5 to 10, I believe. So I'm going to buy some silver chests just so I can complete that mission.
Oh, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Opening the existing
And then-
chests.
And this is kind of where the real money kind of comes in. You can buy to unlock characters.
This is the RMT.
And then they give you like legendary items when you do that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can always buy a gold chest, which has 5 cards, or silver, which is 3,
Cool hat.
for 5 or 50, depending.
Gotcha.
And like right now, a rotation is Cthulhu's chest.
Oh, they made a cute little Cthulhu chest.
Yeah, each champion does have a very cool looking chest. So that's where that is. And then you can get packs that come with like, grab some familiars, grab some like costumes for people. Like
Startups.
Got Jar Axel with all this gear. Just buy him. He'll come out jacked and tan and ready to go.
Right.
But anyways,
Ready for summer.
Let's open my one last chest. Let's open a spare chest again. Just because we could throw some gear on him.
Green
if we get anything
slime.
good. We could get some slime.
Is there any reason to use an item that isn't as good? Like, do items have specific functions, or is
You
it?
can never roll back. I think you automatically equip the highest.
It's a percentage.
Yeah. All right. So if we are on track, looks like I can claim this for 20 points. But does that spend my points permanently?
I think it must.
I think it might. So I'm gonna wait because I don't necessarily
No,
need
you wait.
some giant strength right
wait.
now. I do have several 100,000.
Whoa. Epic greatness. No, it does not. It doesn't spend the
doesn't?
points. Are you insane?
I'm gonna click on it then because why wouldn't I?
You would click on it immediately.
Exactly. So there's my little silver chest. Or no, this one is just these 2 large giants.
That large ass potion.
Exactly, that large-assed potion.
It doesn't. Our Magnus is telling us it doesn't spend points.
Hell yeah, thanks.
I heard what I needed to hear.
So this
How do you get to the C Team challenges? It's right up on top.
right up top, weekend challenges right there. I think this is where this probably will hang out for quite some time. So
Nope.
it'll be there.
And it has Dora's.
Dora's sea sigil,
indeed.
acorn sigil, which is very good. And then you're going to look at Omen's challenge, and that's how you vote on that episode.
Yeah. Do you want something
And then-
good and exciting or bad and exciting?
And
to
then, like
happen?
Jerry said, that will be reflected at the start of Wednesday's episode
each game.
And then we'll have a little section of like what happened in Idle Champs.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. So like by playing the game, you are affecting what's happening on stream.
It's
so
true.
Reason to tune in at least.
Yeah. It seemed like a
Or at
fun.
least see what you did.
Yeah. It seemed like a fun way to do like a real, like actually like collab on something.
Yeah. So people have been voting too much for the good stuff. Well, I imagine.
But they're gonna get bored. They're gonna get bored eventually.
They'll get bored soon enough,
And they'll be made to suffer. And since the second arc has a pretty clear pulp sci-fi theme, there's lots of crazy shit that can fall out of this cauldron. So I'm super excited.
If you want to see Dinar do stuff, right now he's just pretty excited, but I can't have him puke on the floor. Yeah, we'll just have him throw up really quick. Bad stuff is catching up. So yeah, he'll puke at where the formation will be walking. So as they walk through, they'll take damage.
Oh, so
if they get that far.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. So
he
there's
just
damage
throws
for
down
them.
an
It's
AoE.
like
Yeah, like a
we're taking as much damage as they are.
Yes, just psychically. Then Polton has his ultimate is based on how enraged a boss is. So
that's cool.
If you're fighting a boss and if you're not killing him, he's getting more and more mad. He has a multiplier, and eventually he'll just times 100 and just murder you.
I believe it.
But Polton actually plays off that because he has the multiplier based on that. So you save him for boss fights. You save his ultimate.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, potato stars. Absolutely. The C Team poll, like the regular questions and stuff like that for the
This is
the games. This is an addition.
This just controls the first cauldron.
Yeah, and basically it controls if it's good or bad.
Hey, Mr. V's.
Fuck you, bats.
Yeah, he does need to be attacked.
Do you give a shit about these bats?
The thing is, I don't.
I don't fuck with these bats.
One thing you gotta know about me and bats.
It's like you might have heard.
Yeah, might have heard. Shit. The pets on top of the update bar. These are my familiars who they can hang out here, but they actively will kind of do my bidding, and the bidding is clicking in Idle Champions, so I can have them out here.
Are those little choke guys?
They'll be punching friends. Let's actually look into the name there. This one is a Chwinga?
Yep.
There you go. We also got, let's just go through them all. We got a gift wrap mimic, which I do love. We got Boo.
Oh, you got it. And
Juniper.
he clicks like fucking crazy too.
Fairy Dragon, Black Cat, Stinky, Chwinga, and then we got a Mage Hand. I haven't got any of these, and I totally could. I guess I could at least buy the Fairy, but I do want to save up for this one first, just because I don't want to surpass.
Can you get a familiar without the RMT store? Is it possible to get a familiar through play?
Yeah, so the first line of them is actually all bought with green gems.
Oh, which is the gems you get from.
It does take a bit to get enough. Green gems are so precious at first.
Yeah.
And then as you play, they're just like, all right, I have 1 million.
Oh, SS Rex, nothing would bring me more pleasure. The C team is my D&D campaign. We've been running it for a couple of years here, but it is a spin-off of the Acquisitions Incorporated game that I also play in at the PAX shows. But this is the channel you would watch the C team on, and it starts at 4 p.m. PDT right here on Twitch.
Maddock, looks like that gift wrap mimic was from an anniversary event, so you had to play during the event to get that. It's definitely one of my favorite to look at, just because that tongue. Bleh.
Daughter of Celts, Omen has already hired Kenkus.
I don't know what that means.
That's a freebie. Kenku are like crow people. Mm-hmm. So sometimes they're described more broadly as bird people, but
crows is more accurate?
yeah. Most of the art represents them that way.
There's a lot of hammering going on down there. You also have Cheetos, which
Cheetos?
I
love
Cheetos. A lot of Cheetos. So a lot of them are just like overtime killing stuff.
Yeah.
It buffs all of your champions by 1% permanently across all.
That's sick. No, tell. Here.
Do you want to get a door shut real quick?
Here. Just, hey, everybody just, I got it. Hang on.
What is with the hammer? Glad your cord's long enough. Sup, gamers? Just trying to game back here in peace.
That's way better. It's the Kenku trying to get in? No, they're pecking like crazy.
So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to enter our own code because I'm petty like that.
Dude, you're hardcore.
HUL, is that right?
Yeah. DCHESTCODE for you. DE for you.
For me. So then we get our gold chest.
A Grold chest.
Hell yeah.
And a Grold chest. A Dave Grold chest.
A Dave Grold chest. So we'll see what we got there. That's induced, but that's
so straight fouls. So we're already getting incredible buffs.
Okay. Especially like larger, like the more rare, the better the.
The upgrade.
Yeah. And so.
Yeah, it's 3 times.
Yeah. All right. So Arkin should be hitting his branching path shortly. These crows are pretty big.
Yeah, they're too big. Phaon, listen, we've already got plenty of birds in the C team. There's no. Some of the most beloved NPCs are these dumbass birds. I have to do a dance.
I want to kill Spurt because it's a fun animation.
Yeah.
Yep. That's so big.
Ugh.
He is sticky is the thing.
Vizier is good.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Armaggers, Dave Grohl chest. Yeah. What else? What did you say? Click a calisthenics?
Calisthenics.
You said you were practicing your calisthenics. So
yeah.
Shit's been real all morning.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it started early here, folks.
Eat
Garwar, man, I would love to put Vizier and Truth in Idle Champs.
So I need 27.
God, you know what they'd be sick as, Garwar? Vizier would be an amazing familiar. Because he just like get a grip and he just like gets slotted and just peck like nuts.
Yep. What do you think Walnut's abilities are gonna be? As like, I don't actually know. I'm just guessing based off of kind of her thing.
Gosh, well, she's really cool, but she might have some cool synergies with Rosie as well.
Yeah.
I mean, she hails from essentially a matriarchal eco-terrorist cult. And so I feel like there's some overlaps there with Rosie.
Yeah. Yes, you can set familiars to click and fight monsters.
Yeah. So imagine
which is great early, but
imagine a Stellar's J pecking like crazy.
Pecking like crazy.
Starboots, thank you so much.
Ultimate ability is wild shape into Sweet Wheezy. That's the dream, right?
So Canadian Wolverine says, can you set a familiar to click the monsters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I just
Absolutely. So this zone out here is basically like a light formation.
Yeah.
Expressly for monster clicking.
Yep. For these good clicks, so you can have them out front, just biting.
Dr. Mantis Toboggan, thank you so much.
But right now, I'm preferring the upgrade path.
Yeah, I mean the ultimate for Walnut is almost certainly Forest Friends.
Yeah. I would say that, right? That makes sense.
Oh yeah. There's a wave of squirrels.
Kind of like, never mind. I can't talk about that television show on the internet without passionate people. There's a scene. There's a scene. Imagine that, but animals.
Yeah, with the beast.
That'd be wild.
If you set all 6, you auto-kill all distractions, which
Does make you cash.
That is
What's
cool.
more important to me? Maybe I'll do that because I've never actually done it before. Let's do a full.
So Sean Aska wants to know about the poker. So our special familiars out here. Oh, it's the tongue?
There we go.
Dude, that's live.
Shambling Mounds.
But what they're saying is that they don't click alts. I mean, basically, it saves the alts for humans to click.
No, I can actually set it. And
you can set it?
You can float around and kind of. I think it does that at random.
Oh, dude, that's great.
And that's good for when you're walking away or you're alt tabbing, because then if you hit a hard boss, you might get an ultimate buff and hit there. But I only do that usually when I'm up against the edge. I think. I think upgrading is important.
Well, Matic is saying you can throw 4 familiars just to fucking float around on the alt bar.
Yeah, so you can see now my money is pretty wild just because all those distractions are auto-dying because we have all these familiars up front also doing some work.
Yeah.
My favorite is watching for Rosie. So I don't know if you've seen her attack.
Yeah, the shadow? The shadow warp?
Yep. I do like when occasionally a grandma just shows up. Yep. Blink in, blink out.
No, she's a super cool character. One of my favorite reveals during the second season was that her staff is actually a shadow. It's just like a hard form of shadow that she's learned to manipulate.
Very, very cool.
I like the big idea sci-fi horse shit.
Big idea, tiny character. So let's look into what we got going on. So she has a cartographer's kit, which I have it purple and shiny, which is pretty all right.
Hell yeah, dude. What does it do?
Just flat damage buff.
Nice.
Then we got some Necklace of Grandmamancy, which I super duper appreciate. That just starts out.
Dude, so you have her pretty tooled up.
Yeah, I played her event for quite some time. Obviously, because...
Do you have Rosie's alternate skin?
I do not actually. I don't have many alternate skins, and that's one thing that I need to figure out how to get. Got your staff, stuffed jar of eyeballs, and then emerald bag.
Drevis is not in Idle Champions currently.
Drevis, good character though.
Oh, well, but Drevis would be hilarious.
That would be fun.
A character who, like, every time he gains a level in the real campaign, chooses a new class.
Yeah. That's very good.
No, I mean,
Imagine the specialization.
It would be nuts. It would be so much fun in here.
Spec for Rosie, I don't use Rosie too much. I would say because I only have currently 2 other women in maybe 3 in the formation, that this is not super effective.
For this particular...
Shadow Art's ability seems pretty good.
Yeah.
For this formation, yeah. We could change that around to, like, buff that. But I'm trying to complete this challenge right here.
Right.
Oh, I really do need the Dinar skin.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
the Dinar skin is
so good.
sick.
And I've seen the art for it. I want it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really have too many alt skins right now, unfortunately.
It's legitimately silly.
Yeah. So how are we doing on our C-Team challenges?
Dude, you're crushing these.
Doing all right here. This will take some time. We'll get the gems soon, and then the beasts will happen, and then I'm going to vote. And you know what? If I'm just gonna try to vote to even the board. So
Yeah, so whatever you see,
Yeah.
you're gonna
tank it.
everything in perfect balance.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh, Shalanaska, dude, for sure. Minsk is old school, classic BioWare D&D styles. True legend.
Maybe I did get the Rosie alt skin, the Beestinger one, because I do remember playing that. I do have it. Never mind.
The B Rosie?
That's the best. I forgot about
Fly.
that. You're right. I even saw it and I forgot about it. Did I secretly have Dinar's alt skin? No. See?
No, and it's so silly.
Damn. No, you're right.
Oh, yeah. Back in the old gamer, back in the days where you're grabbing a RPG on 5 CD-ROMs.
Got your boy Minsk here. You know, I didn't know anything about D&D much besides running through like a few small campaigns with friends. And
Yeah.
These characters didn't mean anything to me up front, and now I've like learned a lot about all of them.
There's so much. There's
so
a
much
fucking
lore.
ridiculous amount of D&D history.
Yeah,
Even just in this.
it's like we just look at like Calliope. I've heard.
On Catti-Brie?
Yeah, I've heard Perkins mention his name out loud, and obviously Jar Axel, who I do have a very good
Skin for?
party skin for.
Nice.
The sword being
No, so what's funny is, but I also know these characters from having to contend with them.
Yes, I recognize Jar Axel from being on stage with you and
Yeah.
murdering Pat Roth,
Murdering Pat Rothfuss, and then I had to...
making him all the way die.
And then I had to not heal him for, I think, 2 whole adventures.
Yeah.
Just to teach him a fucking
yeah,
lesson.
he needed that. You did the right thing. I'm gonna bring Polton back out because it's pretty all right.
Well, that's interesting. Sketchmonkey is talking about getting updated with year 1 champions. So do they sweep back through the old roster?
So I'm actually interested to see how they update the UI, but eventually we're gonna hit, another challenge that will be a year 3, and then during that you'll be able to get those first 2 as well.
Man.
So I think they're just gonna keep it going, and they consistently bring out characters, and you see art. So that's the reason for me to keep playing. It's just I love seeing the art, I love seeing the quests and what they do with the items. And it's just a good time to be.
But it's such a cool thing, right? Because it's like super old characters from books, like classic D&D lore, coupled with characters from online streams.
Yeah, it's
all
it's
in
weird
a
to see
single,
them.
but like all in the same world and all in the same
Yeah.
universe, so they can know each other or contend with each other. Like that's what we tried to do with Chris. Sometimes people call it the Chris Perkins cinematic universe.
Yeah.
But it's just really, really fun to believe that it all takes place in the same place and that these characters can meet up and even can, and ultimately my fantasy is to be at cross purposes. I think because you always have to have your Avengers, but you have to have your Civil War. Like that's the situation I want where it comes to loggerheads.
But this time it doesn't matter because X-Men isn't owned by a different studio, so y'all can hang out together.
Exactly.
No, it's a super smart idea, and I'm really glad they were able to pull it off. All champs can be unlocked for free. Do I use my blacksmithing contracts? Asks Josh, and I sometimes do, but I forget that they exist a lot. So there's a few contracts that will grant you a specific amount of upgrade for a weapon they have equipped.
I love that.
So let's give like Rosie.
Yeah, so if we crank Rosie, we can get her
I just choose to give it like a little tiny buff there. It's akin to finding an item in that same slot.
Right, with a little goose.
Yeah. And there are different levels of them. So there's like this big one that gives you 24 levels, but it's to random loot. Well, they're all kind of to random loot, I guess. We'll open some chests. We'll open some spirit chests shortly.
I really appreciate how much science the old guard are dropping in the channel.
Of which?
In terms of like
the old guard or like
no, but don't use the blacksmith contracts on your base 12.
Oh yeah, because you always will find items for them from the gold chest.
From a regular chest, yeah.
Exactly, smart. How do I get time gate pieces? I don't remember. I feel like they randomly drop during events. Someone tell me. You don't have to buy them, for sure.
Yeah, our Green Paradox, that is quite right. That is one of the reasons people identify with D&D and characters.
Randomly
They're being
from bosses.
Yeah, but they're being played by everyday people. Some of the greatest characters, like if you think about the Dragonlance campaign,
Yeah.
I mean, my understanding is that Dragonlance was their home campaign. I mean, those are all things and all the events and characters that real people invented and played.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you for clarifying how the time gates drop, because I actually didn't know. It seems like once every 3 or 4 days, you just get one from a boss drop if you're playing.
Yeah.
And that's super useful, because that's how you get those champs that you do not have. Who's my favorite champion in game?
Who have you gotten the most benefit from?
Honestly, I never have a party without Evelyn. I think Evelyn's great.
Well, it's this value.
It's the value from being up front and buffing every single person. Also, Calliope is a hard one to swap for.
Dayton
Calendar.
Calendar, I would definitely get Trevor in there.
Oh,
for sure.
Trevor in this game?
Oh yeah.
Oh, easily.
No, and ultimately, anybody that you like from AI, we're more than happy to have them jump in. Obviously, in some cases, it's people's individual characters. Like, Viare is Pat's, Morgaine is obviously Morgan's. So, in those cases, we can make the love connection. But the fantasy for me is that you'd be able to slot AI characters in every one of those, and then have Omen grant some buffs or debuffs.
Where is Alia? Alia is very good too. It's a tanky character. She applies a lot of debuffs. She actually does knockback, so I think you actually want her. Well, it does say she buffs people younger than she is. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. Yeah, so she primes enemies with lightning, so increasing their damage. You can kind of see that lightning debuff.
Oh, yeah.
And primed enemies become electrified, and then they take more damage. Like a chain lightning spell. She's a pretty cool new character that I haven't used that much, and I don't know where she belongs best in the formation. Out of all champions, what should I grab for my first time gate? You have an option of 3, and so that's going to be dependent on who your 3 are. I would look to shore up what you don't have. So in the base 12, you probably have represented evenly, but I'd say get more support characters up front, because you do have some pretty good DPS in your basic lineup. Yeah, Ali does a lot. So she's awesome frontline take, but it does. Evelyn frontline Ali for support. So maybe swap. Now Dinar's better up front too.
Oh, you can.
It's a hard call. I want to know if as I have it.
So you can hold down the mouse button on a champion's level button to auto click.
Is that true? Because that's something I didn't know. Yep. So it looks like a slow tick. Yeah. It's like dit.
Smooth.
And currently I have my click set to upgrade, but I could, just single level upgrade these, but I have them at the next point where they would have an ability upgrade.
Right. How many, Fan wants to know how many campaigns there are in Idle Champions. I mean, we can show you the map.
Yeah. Where it's not complete, it's not there. Is it not in journal?
Because you did look at it before.
I can never remember how to pull up a map. It's not in achievements. And I don't think it's under blessings. And
top right.
Top right for map. Oh yeah, I think you click on the there. Sorry.
So
it is a little. It's not under menu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things to do.
Yeah. So these are your main. These are like the Sword Coast options. So you have all these things I haven't actually completed yet. If I have them hide completed shown, but you can see that I actually don't have any in this necessarily. But I could do these. Complete area 225, and then wizards take up your formation, and they change slots every 25 areas, so you can't set it and walk away.
Oh, so that's a much more active play type.
And this werewolves is like area 250, and then they spawn randomly, and they soak up a lot. So it's like all of a sudden you're having these really tough guys show up at like level 30. And
Right. So those are not for grind. Those are to be those are to play actively.
Just trying to see because there's a few where I have a bunch. So this has a lot, and if I've done the whole thing, you can just see the first one in the free play, and it just shows you the formation. And these ones are pretty. These ones I think are like the first tier. Tomb of Annihilation right now. So got some easy options here. Some things I haven't done this one. It's because I haven't done enough Annihilation
On the way.
variants.
Yeah.
So, but you can see my formation here is just a straight triangle. And then for Dragon Heist,
Wow.
we got like this circular kind of formation. And then I do have all these missions I haven't done yet.
I love it.
I will hop into that shortly.
That is
And
cool
then
as
the running
hell.
is the current event.
That's the new stuff.
That's the current event I have right now. So you can kind of see what I have and have not done, which has not been a whole ton. And then the time gates, which you would see down here. You'd see the 3 characters that you could choose. But
She's real haunted, obviously.
super haunted. The most. I think it's time for me to take a little potion.
Little sip?
And a little sip, speed things up slightly. That's not right. It is these. So 1.75, 225, 275. So we'll just take a small one at first. So you can see they're vibrating a bit harder.
I was gonna say that tongue is going
They're gonna
wild.
fly by. You know what? We actually only have 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna.
Just sip.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a big sip.
Ultra
of,
sip?
of another one. Let's just grab this. 275. So this should be pretty gross.
That chrono smoothie.
So
we'll
we'll get there.
Holy shit.
This is where. So I've tuned into developer streams, and a lot of them play juiced up
At this level?
But it is hard to comprehend if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that you took an hour and a half to show us the baseline. Because, I mean, ultimately the game, I mean, like other clickers, it's about efficiency, right?
You can hit the T key to get rid of info. Oh, that's cool. If I wanted to clean up the UI,
Yum.
that's cool. Spend your event tokens or they will disappear. The blessings, if that's what you mean, or do you mean like the leaves? Which, yeah, I mean, that is about to end in 25 minutes, so I've given up on that. The blessings will convert into something
Dude,
else. At the
this poor fucking rat. Like, you've put this rat in hell.
Yeah, everyone's having a bad time. That's a lot of tongue movement.
The southernmost rat.
All right.
Oh, you can spend your event tokens on chests, is what they're saying. You can buy chests for the leaves.
Why didn't I know that?
I don't know.
Where can I do that? Chat, how do I buy? Oh, was that it? In the shop, I can spend leaves? Why have I never done this?
Dude, I was led to believe that you were a professional.
I thought I was professional too. Speed potions do stack up, but you can't use the same one.
Yeah, so go to chests. Oh, okay, so it's specific to chests, but that's why they show the
Yeah.
currency up there.
Okay, so I can buy.
Yeah, so for 10,000.
Maybe I have done it. I don't think I've actually done it, but yeah, I might as well if I'm about to expire.
Yeah, this is the hour, right?
Yeah, I want to get more spurt stuff then.
And so you dump leaves on the good chests for spurt.
Yes.
Because that's what the event is about.
Yes.
There we go.
So I'll actually just open those right now.
Yeah, why not? Because he's in the crew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
open.
currently in formation, so might as well.
Yeah, get this good shit here.
So if we want to be a little unexciting, we can hit the open a certain amount at once. So the interface I think is pretty cool. It's where it just shows you kind of the main like big plot points. It's like, damn, we got this purple Pepe.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good.
Peep.
And then you can kind of see everything that showed up in the duplicates.
Sure.
So that's convenient.
So you can open a heap.
Yeah, exactly. But
And then if I open a new item there, like you got that peep, immediately I assume that he's equipping that.
Yeah.
If it's better.
If it was newer, we should see it right here. Yep. So his pack tactics are buffed by 308. It is so hard to watch, but you know what's even harder? Is if I don't disable sound effects. Let me just hear lots and lots of that.
Oh, it's like Vegas.
Yes, it is like Vegas. My least favorite place. So we're not going to have any of that. How are we doing on the C-Team challenges? We're about to get those beasts.
Yeah, these beasts are
And
in hell.
this might not happen.
That's starting
It's
to-
not gonna happen today. But
That's starting to
we're getting
push.
decent. And
That's
then-
starting to push. When you're going to you get 8 or so per boss.
Yeah. So it'll happen.
Yeah, I feel good about this.
When everything's moving around so frantic, it makes me stressed out playing. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's just because I see all this vibration happening up top.
Yeah, these bars, if you want to fill a bar.
Who's Amy?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. That's my one C-Team reference.
I like it.
Which is more of an IRL kind of thing.
No, she's got to have the Who's Amy shirt. There's currently 2 on Earth.
I have the design file on my desktop.
Oh, you do?
All right, chat, please help me understand Arkan's 2 upgrade pass. So he has Usurped Power, which lets him borrow formation abilities of champions adjacent to him. So I think he grabs passives, even if they're not meant to
For
apply to
him.
him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Help me. Usurp is like what I always pick because everyone says. And then Bulk Up is what's that? If you're using him as DPS, get Usurp. So yeah, that's what I hear. I just want to fully understand what's happening. So Bulk Up is for frontline tank. That makes sense.
Yeah. So usurps power for
So
down
it
here.
says he receives all positional formation, so he receives a buffed rate of positional formation abilities that don't already target him. So anything that's not actually targeting him is now for sure targeting him. So he gets a super buff, and you can see my number just went up to the 60 from 57. So pretty big.
Jeez.
Pretty big jump for him, and I know that's like the big thing you need to get to is usurped.
I've been given to understand that
makes
usurp
sense.
is life. That's what I heard.
So if Arkan's not, so then you want to place him next to people that are giving buffs
Yeah, they're giving buffs farther away.
farther away. Yeah. So let's just move him around, kind of see if numbers go up. So Spirit definitely.
You can just watch the numbers, right?
Yeah. Deacon's here. That swap actually helped a little bit. Okay, multiplies the stolen buffs. It's gonna do some moving around. Paulton usually does pretty good in the back, right? It seems to be almost even. Let's see if there's any weird, yeah.
Get you a tiny penny. Thank you so much. So Paulton should go adjacent to Arkan, they're
Place
saying.
behind Arkan. Paulton adjacent to Arkan. Okay. So Birdsong would swap over. Yeah, then there goes. Calliope in the middle. There we go. So,
That seems to be a diminishment.
No, I think it went
Oh,
up.
no, it's back up.
Yeah. Mako's pretty good too. Dinar behind. Oh yeah, because he'll still. Well, is that true? My numbers are going down. I know that doesn't always apply because there were things happening behind the scenes that I didn't quite understand
Yeah.
when I first streamed this with Ryan. Oh man. Let me just see what he does. Okay, so Dinar buffs his own row. So I don't know if that's better all the way. Swap Dinar and Spurts. That looked bad. That looked real bad. Went from 60 to 57. How about I go for like
for success.
Let's just see how far we can get, I guess. So we'll try to go for a true formation chat. I will listen to you unquestionably. Okay, maybe slightly questionably, but you let me know what we got. What we can do with what we
You just
currently have.
jumped.
Yeah, well, I had to upgrade several people. They were just sitting there while I was talking. So now Calliope and back. Swap. Okay, God. Oh, God. Yeah, Arkan's complicated, and that's why I'm like, I need to be explained. Calliope needs to be directly behind your highest DPS. Right now it's Arkan, so that's kind of here.
Good.
That they're set. And then, yeah, mash on the spurt ability whenever you can.
Yeah, we know about that. And so they want Tyrell in
Dinar
back.
behind Arkan, got that, and Calliope in the same column, and Paulton adjacent to Arkan. Oh, Jesus.
Wow, but
So-
but that's the game.
Arcan back third column. So does that mean
Yeah.
this? Okay, that seems good. Calliope needs to be in the same column as Arcan. Got that.
Okay.
You should
got
take out
that?
Rosie. Yeah. I swapped Rosie for Tyro.
Rosie's gone.
Tyro last slot. Yeah, I know he does good in the back.
But yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're getting there.
It's creeping.
No, it's all right. Dinar in the fourth column behind. So here. Okay, so Spurt's up center. All right. Thank you, chat, for group thinking this. This is like Twitch plays Idle Champions.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would be possible.
Yes.
Yeah. Swap Paulton Dinar. All right.
More stable.
Paulton must be adjacent to Arcan because his shit is based off of who's around, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Crowdsourcing battle formations. Yeah, everyone does it a different way. Birdsong is evil spec right now.
Yeah, see, that matters.
Swap Calliope and Spurt. I can't even see my cursor because shit's moving around
Yeah.
so much. Groupthink of formations. And then I'll just spike the old Spurt just to see how high that number goes. 69, nice. Blaze it, swap Birdsong for Makos. I could definitely do that.
Let's see.
Yeah, okay. DPS bump if you swap Birdsong for Makos. I'm okay with that because he's a devil man. He's very mad. That'd be Dark Blessing. All right, what's our big number say? Is it really big?
Yeah, it's creeping
Oh,
up
yeah.
to
Oh, yeah,
71 now.
There we go. Purple cannot be next to the Sapphire. Yeah, this is where the people that love this game and play this game a bunch are like, hell yeah, let's talk about formation. Let's get really dialed in. And the other people are like, what is the gerbil doing?
Yeah. What's going on with why is this gerbil going crazy? This gerbil's on meth.
Calliope and Deacon swap. That looked bad. I don't agree. Only because the number tells me so.
No, these strange animals up in front are definitely coked up.
That is Boo. Hamster, I guess, not gerbil.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, whatever.
Space hamster.
Yes. All right. Paulton buffs only champs not adjacent to him. Yes, but that's why Arcan still gets it because it's not actually hitting him if he's next to him.
Yeah, he steals.
He steals it. Gotcha. Yeah, 3,200 hours in this game and you learn new stuff every day. I buy it because I learned a lot on this
Oh,
stream.
dude, we learned a lot today.
Yeah.
Dave has like 1,300 hours in this game, and I thought that was a lot.
No.
But that's not true.
It made me a nerd and people made fun of me. Here we go. All right, we beat 2,500 beasts. So it's time to vote. So right
shit,
here.
dude, it's right in the UI.
Yeah, it's just right there. So I heard a rumor that shit's been going bad, or shit's been going too good. So let's maybe toss things on this side.
There you
and
go.
It looks like I can claim without spending points and get
Look at that. Get that present.
what do we got here? Clairvoyance. So that's just gold found for an hour. So
Yes.
that seems pretty good. If I was playing longer than 15 minutes, I might apply that to myself, but
Yeah. Through 15 minutes of it will be wasted.
exactly. Maybe I have a 15-minute right here. That's, gold found by 200%.
No, it's Saucefire. It's the bad vote is that the party gets chlamydia.
Oh, 69, nice.
Yeah, it's going to ravage their urethras.
That's what I hear it does.
Yeah, that's the type of campaign I run. I don't
know about how you do campaigns at home, but
Yeah.
here it's all about urethral damage.
It's a special class. It's like
Yeah.
fire,
Yeah.
ice, and then like urethra.
Now we're at level 206, and you're noticing things are actually almost reaching me.
Well, they're actually coming up to your shit now.
Yeah. They're going through my wave of creatures.
Your click wave.
Yeah. So, chat, you made a good call by me putting the familiars on there because then I don't have to worry about distractions. And
Exactly.
I should manually click these anyway just to kind of get the example of what's
So
happening.
so chlamydia, the way that they get the chlamydia is from a.
Yeah, the C team stands for chlamydia.
That's
the spoiler.
Dude, that's it. We
that's
got
the big
there.
ending.
Thanks everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. Essentially I'm going to introduce a rakish koala gentleman.
I don't know if I should believe you. That sounds very
not gonna be part
potentially
of it.
made up. Okay.
That's not going to be in there. No.
Okay. What's rakish mean?
Imagine it's the sort of koala that has got
I've
some.
never imagined a sort of koala.
Well,
Just kind of have a
this
default
is a
smooth
bipedal
brain.
koala with a feathered
Oh,
cap.
that werewolf ran away. I was about to use an ability, but it didn't matter. It means he hits people with a rake.
No, basically, this is going to be a koala that excels in the boudoir. Yeah.
Okay. I'm noticing a theme
What?
to whenever you open your mouth. It's like sex stuff a lot.
It happens.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say that it doesn't happen. Dude, these birds are tough as hell.
Yeah, these birds.
I was clicking on a bird one time and they were
seen some
dying.
shit, yeah. Well, actually, they're not birds. They're raven people.
Ravenoids.
They look to be actually just ravens. So you can see they're punching me pretty hard up front. So Evelyn's going to be tanking a bit, but she buffs people when people are attacking her.
Okay, so
maybe?
so when this stuff gets crazy,
So many upgrades to take.
is that when you is that the time to click?
The time to clicking like this? I'm not. There's no
not-
way I'm doing better than these creatures
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, mostly it's going to be me kind of looking at ultimates,
The specials.
when to pop them and stuff. Because so health is this red bar here, and as Evelyn starts to get punched on, you'll see that it will go down. Gold is an armor buff, so it looks like I'm getting a buff from being attacked because that's I think one of my abilities.
So you're able to push through all this kind of stuff here.
Who is the one? Something. I don't know.
Oh, yes, the lighthearted is like, yeah, your click is equal to one of your familiars clicking. No,
Yeah.
there's not any reason to do this.
No, that'd be a. Not really. Oh, did I crash the game? No, I just clicked off. Whew.
No.
Game doesn't like when you click that hard. No.
Dude, keep calm and
there
level
must
up.
be a
I was
button
just
here.
gonna say, listen up, fuck boy. Listen,
Nick was
keep
placed
calm
wrong,
is keep
Arkin's
calm
wrong,
is
Paul's wrong,
yeah.
Clappy.
Paul's
Keep
wrong.
calm.
You're wrong.
You're bad at
You're-
you're bad at relaying information because you're telling everyone they're wrong.
Your mom is wrong.
Yeah, your mom's very wrong.
Think about that.
You need to help. And apparently, chat says they know nothing.
Yeah. Dude, here. So, but look at this. Familiars click 5 times per second each.
Yeah, that's graphic. Pearl chases.
So everybody says you have to hammer spurt 24/7.
Yeah, so effectively every time his looks like a 2.5 minute cooldown goes up, you're supposed to mash on it. I think it does help a lot because if you notice, we're in the 72 zone right now. Your mom's wrong. Happy Mother's Day.
Here, now hold on. So this is what I want to know. Jim Redding has put it up here. Okay. So, yeah, we don't want to upgrade click damage so that we can do the clicking, but we can upgrade click damage and have the effect multiplexed over.
Yes.
Like that seems like a
beasts. So
yeah.
yeah, we could juice click damage. Honestly, I'll do it a lot, and I'll wait till it affects our gold a lot, and our gold's not really going down, so we have a lot of damage to go. Maybe it's time to just... Oh, no, I hit a spot,
You did.
apparently. Yeah, it got too high. So there's a...
Okay, so that's a revenant.
Yep.
Whoa.
I used Tyro's beam on him. Death. Oh, yeah, and then...
Oh, if you use fire potions,
Yeah.
then you use click.
Yeah, fire potions are the giant strength, heroism. These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are global party damage on click. Chat question, does that apply to familiars? So my familiars are doing 300 seconds worth on a click? Because if so, whew. Oh wow. So the game would be over if I did that right now. I mean, you wouldn't see things on the screen for very long, like was happening up front.
Should we see it though? Just for kicks?
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
watch. Let's just see. It should be pretty fucked up, right?
Yeah, I like fucked up stuff, so. So this is 600 seconds worth until my adventure completes, which is good, because I'll probably go home and continue this one.
Yeah.
Each click, so go. Okay. So now they're all doing, yeah, no. You're not gonna see, it's just not gonna be there for a while.
Oh my
Cool.
god.
Cool. Great game.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Jerry.
it's over.
Chat.
But look, you stay getting that wealth.
Arkan's main DPS. How's our weekly challenges doing? So I think we might get to it in
Dude,
10
you
minutes.
might,
Will
honestly.
we hit 41 levels?
With this, now that we've
I could drink.
supped from that dark
I
juice,
could drink another potion.
dude. Now you're hooked.
So I do have.
Oh, potions stack per tier.
Yes, per tier.
Oh no.
Otherwise, they just double the time or had as much additional time. So I did slow down because my 15-minute expired, but we're here
Time to get that sip.
to be gamers for sure. So let's do.
Yeah, that's our whole thing, dude.
Don't have this one active, and then I don't have this one active.
No.
Yep. So that's a video game.
Yeah.
You can see my little familiar automatically pop the spurt ult, which is great.
He's fucking going nuts down here. He's losing it. He's hitting all the buttons.
Yeah, this is ludicrous mode.
What was I just gonna
Jesus
say? And then
Christ.
Arcan,
What is happening?
just keep Arcan on curve. Well, 30 skeletons, you're at the right channel.
Yeah, if you wanted to see green buttons being pushed while everything else happens,
Yeah, that's what we're about.
that's my current mini game.
Yeah, make sure that Dinar gets his gold.
Yeah, it's very important.
Oh my lord.
Paul needs a little bit of juice. There it is.
No, Tycorn, this is not an accelerated replay. This is
This
Idle
is
Champions of the Forgotten Realms with all the buffs.
with too much applied.
We're drinking straight Garona.
Yeah, exactly.
We're drinking Surge.
We're drinking balls energy.
No, Tycorn, this isn't about being old or young. This is about us using crazy buff potions
Yeah.
in a game that's automated. This is not like a APM situation.
Yeah. No, I wish this meant I was better at the game, but it means so little. In fact, Chad has proven to me that I'm not great at this game. But you know what? They're nice about it.
But you've learned, yeah. Well, their intention is to give us the teach.
And I appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
The thing is I talked to you about how to play this game for an hour and a half plus.
already.
And like, Chat's already learning me so much.
Well, no, but it's just this is what they want, right? Garwa, we don't hate, we educate. Exactly.
I think I will save this formation
So
under my
hook me up here.
slot.
So, but when you start a level, you don't have.
You don't have everyone unlocked, so you do need to. You can like save a formation of like early people if you want to do that, and it'll put them in the spots that you remember.
Right.
But because we kind of figured this one out to be buffing exactly who we want it to buff, giving us the highest number, we
Yeah.
can save this for later.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, all right, well, next time I unlock all these people, just hit that 3 button, and
Yeah,
I know they're in the best spot.
Because the game is PvE. I think it, and puzzle based. I think that the community comes out for that.
Definitely.
That's a
And-
lot of
and
horse.
We can't ignore the free chests.
No.
They do happen.
Yeah. One can occasionally put a code in and get a chest.
Oh shit! It happened.
Dude,
we did it all.
You murdered the whole thing. Look at this.
Week
you got
one,
points.
Done.
You have
Points.
points.
Done.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
Oh, so then while the weekly challenge goes through, you're
Do you wanna see
continuously
this?
earning this juice.
Do you want to see that champion Ashara skin?
Oh, Uber wants to know where you put the code in.
So if you click on this little chest up here, shop, enter code in the upper right corner, and it'll pop in right there.
And then you can just type it in there, and that will give you a golden chest.
Yes.
Enjoy
So you
it.
can get it through there, or if you just go straight through the shop via the dollar sign.
Eki
icon.
Thump, we actually, in fact, did just save our formation. You can
Yes.
see that.
Third formation. Big ol' wolf. Yeah, Arkan has a manticore that comes out and parties with y'all for his ult. Ooh.
Shit.
See, this is like even taking some damage there.
Dude,
but
that's
luckily,
a dire ass wolf.
Yeah. I'll say. Okay.
Thank God for that knockback,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, seriously. Yeah, Spirit took the buff there. Or actually, that buff fired off, so I think we'll be alive. But you can see Evelyn almost actually died.
That was almost it.
Yeah. So we are approaching the wall of this current playthrough.
And the wall, I was going to say, and the wall is
But now,
basically...
if you see, if I reset, I get a 153% increase on my total blessing, which will apply to the next gold find, or I can spend it elsewhere. You'd failed me again, live stream. No live stream's happening shortly.
No, that's 5 minutes.
Shortly. Oh yeah, level up your people. Ah. And you know what? I brought a quick salad. I need to just...
You gonna put it right in your crop?
Just gonna shove it right in there right before we start the next stream.
Oh no!
Oh no, okay. See what happened? They got too strong. And I can't even see what's happening here.
The enemy beasts.
Exactly. So now you can see my arrows over here aren't green because I don't have auto progress off. So for me to get past that, I might have to grind here for a bit. So I just kind of let them fight. This is where I would close the application and I would still maintain getting that gold per second. Oh wow, see, they're strong enough, those zombie hordes, which...
Dude, that is...
They're eating.
Oh my lord.
So it's gonna knock me down a few pegs.
Oh, so if you lose one, you go back to the previous
you go back
chapter?
until you hang there. This one has a boss, so I think it's just gonna keep on giving that direwolf boss to me. So...
The direwolf is not lasting as long as it once did.
No.
Oh no, this is the tough one.
Yeah, this is the tough one, but this was before I buffed everyone. So maybe I can get by if I throw some more
Money?
money into it. That's really...
Dump the gold on Arcan.
Yeah, maybe I'll just... I don't want to take those away.
Well, yeah, and our little fairy dragon here is going wild on the
Maybe
alts.
grab some offline gold. Wow. Get all that gold, throw it on Arcan.
It's for one level.
Went for one level. The best level, though. Let's see if we can get past...
What's a potion of heroism?
6. Is that just flat damage? It might be, but we're stopping playing shortly.
Yeah. We have like 3 more
heroism
minutes.
is health of all champions. Okay, so this would help me last through the bad times. I'll use one because I have 12. You can come in.
Yeah, come in. Oh, here. Oh, you can't reach in?
Oh yeah, if you use contract during an event, which should be ending in a minute.
You gotta like reach in. It's not possible
Wait.
for a human for a human hand.
When it's closed on the way, you cannot open it.
That's weird. All right.
Talp, you did in fact hear a gav. You're about to see a gav.
Yeah, we're about
God
to follow.
damn it.
Hey, let me eat a salad real quick. I'll be very hungry otherwise.
We can put up a salad shield for you.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
All right. Chat.
All right.
I gotta go. Thank you for watching.
Yo, absolutely.
Make sure you enter the code, grab the game. It's a great game. It seems like we'll be playing a lot more because it's involved in
No,
this
exactly.
next C team. So you'll see us.
Manage my challenge and then determine if something good or something bad happens to the C team. Happens every Wednesday, 4 p.m. PDT, right on the channel you're currently watching. Thanks so much. Hang around for live stream.
See you soon.